Okay, I think we are live. I'm just going to confirm that we're being broadcast to the Rebelog YouTube channel, but, oh yeah, it says it's starting. Okay, we're cool. I want to actually take a picture for the Rebelog Instagram story, so hopefully people that don't see the, that don't see it on the Rebelog YouTube channel can check out the stream and see the new sets. But yes, so we have I have the new Lego Star Wars sets, courtesy of Lego, Lego themselves, that we're going to be building today and then reviewing at some point. I'm not going to build all of them today. I haven't actually decided which one or ones I'm going to build yet. I was thinking maybe we could leave it up to the chat, or I don't know, I'm just too indecisive to do it myself. Drew, or Packer221, is also here. As you can see, his video is in the bottom right. He's building the new Creator Mustang, and hopefully he'll be monitoring the chat also. Yeah, so I'm just going to post on the Rebelog story, and then I guess we can get started. Drew, which one do you think I should build?
Do you want to start out big with the Slave 1, or you want to go for a...
Problem is I don't know if I actually have time. I mean, I kind of do, but I made plans for later today, and then these came in the mail, and I was like, oh, cool. And
I was going to say Snowspeeder, but that's kind of that's been done a million times before.
YouTube.
It's a nice medium-sized set, though, I guess.
I want to see the rebelog.com/rebelog. Streaming, building, the...
Someone said build Walker. We could have the chat, I guess.
Yeah, I want to see the new Stormtroopers also, so I was thinking about that one. But
oh yeah,
the Slave one looks really cool. It looks like the Slave one looks like a similar construction to the
It's just like a mini UCS one.
Yeah, that seems really cool.
Daniel wants to do the Walker too.
Streaming, building the new sets.
I gave it a shout out on mine too right before. I had to do it before because it's too hard to readjust my camera stand.
Post to story. Cool. Daniel says build the Walker. Someone else says build the Walker. I guess we're building the Walker first. I used to have the old Walker. It's like similar to this one that I wish we could compare it to, but I don't think I have it anymore. Or at least it's not built anymore. So that kind of sucks. And then I have a UCS Slave 1 that's been half built for almost 2 years now. I half built it in the summer of 2017, and then just haven't gotten around to it since then. Like, I still have all the parts, and it's still half built in my closet. Like, no parts have come off of it, but I just... Ooh, that's cool. They use the, between the, like, things, they have the Palpatine, like, lightning pieces. This isn't gonna focus, is it? This kind of sucks.
Oh, yeah.
That's like really cool. The pink ones. I like those.
Like, they're connected, but they're like, you know.
Are you... I mean, I know, like, it says to, like, punch the box with your thumb, but is that, like... Do people not do that to, like, preserve the quality of the box?
I think you could, like, probably run a knife just, like...
Yeah.
I
don't have my knife with
the
this.
side of it. I mean, you can still use your thumbs and boxes.
Yeah, screw it, I'll just use my thumb.
I know they're starting the thumb thing with in bigger sets. It used to be like this, like smaller, with much larger set. Watchers. Hello, Dark Lord Vader. How's it going?
Whoa, it comes with like all this other stuff. It has like, not just the Walker, but it has like the droid and then this barricade thing made out of these cool, like, I don't know what these are, but I've seen them before. They're like black rock pieces. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I want to say they're produced in Chima for like they
And
had these like visible like animals that the humanoid ride on. I think they were used for like paws. Or,
yeah, I know I have them in dark gray too because I've seen people try and use them for rocks.
they I've seen them pretty well for like micro scale rocks and stuff. But like if you combine them with other just normal slopes, it like,
The instructions have like a history page
oh
that
yeah,
goes over like the new
sweet.
features, I guess, or like the difference between this one and the old one.
I wonder how they're like deciding to remake because that's not like an especially iconic set or anything like that. At least I don't think it is.
Yeah, and then they remade this the Imperial Dropship thing that isn't in the movies or doesn't exist anywhere besides in Lego, which I thought was kind
Yeah.
of weird. I mean, I'm not mad because it's such a like a
If you're gonna remake any battle pack, that's probably a pretty good one.
yeah
Either that or the clone one, 2008 or 2007 or whatever it was.
yeah. Except this is totally like not a battle pack because I don't know how much this costs, but I know it
I
doesn't cost
think
as much
it's
as a battle pack.
I think dollar set.
Has pictures from the Revenge of the Sith. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
What? Those those in the porg used for like feathers or whatever. The Lego Star Wars Pro and Mark Van.
This is the one that comes with the Darth Vader
Oh,
figure. Which I suppose is kind of cool. I wish I had the... I don't have any of the new Darth Vaders. This is probably the only Darth Vader version that I do have. So...
I got one of the new ones in what the made that it's a nice cheap way to get it because all the other ones are in what the Star and the Final Duel and stuff like that.
yeah.
Driver minifig for that set, but they just used the on Scout.
I think the torso's... I mean, I'm not sure, but I think the torso's different on this one than the...
I think that, like an thing like the things that are like on the inside towards the hip that might be new. Like a new, yeah. I'll check brakes.
Hello, Lego Star Wars Pro. Marfin20 is in the chat. Welcome. I'm probably one of the slowest builders that I know, especially when it comes to sets. So this might take an extremely long amount of time.
You just get to enjoy it for longer. Get it that way.
Wait, so are the sets like on the shelves now, or?
So I was in Disney Springs today, and they had the new like the new little playset ones with like the spring-loaded missiles.
Oh yeah, and the
And
targets. Yeah.
yeah, and then there was one set like like the TIE fighter looking one with like the white and gray with the long wings or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know.
Eh, that one. Those were the only three sets. They only had three sets there. And none of them were the 20th anniversary sets. They were just others from the same wave. So I don't really know. And they weren't at the Lego store either. It was at like a Star Wars merchandise store.
Yeah,
So I don't
totally.
really know. I know Ryan said he's going over there today to buy whatever's there. Let's try to see if this Kashyyyk Scout new.
Yeah, so we're aiming to get the Rebel YouTube channel like up and functional pretty soon. We were planning on it already happening, but just some other stuff came up. Like when we were gonna do when we were gonna do this stream that we're doing right now, it's supposed to already be like up and functional, but of course that didn't end up happening yet. So I don't know. To the people in the chat, to the handful of people watching, is there anything that you might be particularly interested in seeing? I know we did that community post, and a lot of people actually responded with a bunch of really good ideas about what they wanted to see us try and make. I'm excited to see what Danny comes up with, because it's kind of going to be a Danny thing. He's leading the charge on the Rebel League YouTube channel.
Yeah, and he'll do a good job, I'm sure. So yeah, for that Cooper, it looks like the only new thing is there's like a slightly different leg print on it.
Oh, from the Battle Pack one from like a long time ago. Or have there been more since then? I don't even know.
Yeah, they've been like putting them in just like that's there. Like there was one in the recent turbo tank, and but it's been the same design until now.
I'm pretty sure this is an illegal building technique that they just did. To put a bar, like, do this. If you look at the face cam, to the people, I don't know, watching the stream, I'm pretty sure I thought that was illegal to do that, because it's too difficult to get the bar out of the whole thing.
Oh. It might be only if it's a piece, maybe.
Only if it's a what?
Transparent piece, because they use
Oh yeah.
the material they use. I forget what it's called.
I don't even know why they would do this. Why wouldn't I mean, I guess it actually looks better. It probably looks better than a clip, but I don't know why they wouldn't just put clips there. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
So yeah, that Clone Scout in the Battle Pack, and then 2014 droid gunship, and then it came in the 2016 turbo tank. So if the chat has any questions for us or video request or something, feel free to say so.
Hello, my bricks and DMKMox. Hello, welcome to the stream. I should probably try and get like the camera closer to like what's going on, or zoom in or something.
Yeah, it's not bad. Maybe zoom in a little bit, but it's not bad. How are you guys? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Let's go up a little bit. Will that go up? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. How are you guys? Pretty normal, I suppose. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for college. That's been on my mind most of the time lately.
Yeah, I'm on spring break right now. Still, like, I'm feeling stressed half the time because that college decision is still like looming there.
Have you gotten all your decisions back?
Still waiting on, like, I applied to Cornell just to see if I could get in. But like, no colleges I'm actually considering. Am I waiting for decisions?
I think I've got all the ones that I'm pretty sure all the ones I applied to have gotten back to me. The last ones I was waiting for were USC and UCLA, and they rejected me. So now I'm deciding between a handful of places, and I basically have to make, well, the first decision I have to make is like, do I go to a pretty expensive private school?
Yeah. Or
do I do like a state school? And then I would have to decide between a handful of state schools that are all like great schools, but the whole thing is going to be fundamentally different between the two, no matter.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, like probably two at this point. There's Bradley, which I think I went there. It's like 10 minutes from my house.
Who went there?
And Danny's sister did.
Oh.
And it's probably the cheapest of all my options too. But I don't know if I want to like be that close to home, or if I want to, go out and live in a dorm. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. All the schools I applied to were in Southern California, which is where I live. But that's just because of my major is film production, so it doesn't make sense to leave the Hollywood area when you're in college, unless you go to like maybe New York or Atlanta or something. Otherwise it doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, I wouldn't have minded leaving or going somewhere else. But none of the schools that I applied to or got into are really I'm able to like commute to. The closest one is like 45 minutes on a good day. With traffic it would take like 2 hours. So commuting it would be like 4 hours a day on the road, and I would end my life. So I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, they used like the fencing sword as this antenna on top of the droid. This is sick.
And they re-released that like homing spider droid in 2016. and I think they use it there, maybe.
For some reason, they put like they have like a clear piece on the bottom of it.
Yeah, it's like
to like hold it up, but it doesn't need that.
I think like yeah. I mean, I guess if the legs give out, then it doesn't pull down, but it's not really necessary.
And the legs are plenty strong. Oh, and you can't even easily pop off the clear piece because there's like a Technic piece that goes through the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's mad. It's kind of, I don't know. I think the purpose is that like you can put it in a walking position.
Yeah, not
or
try to balance it or anything.
But
so is there like a Technic axle going through the
clear piece and through the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm guessing. Does it use a stud shooter? Yeah, it does. I think it's probably the same design as the one from the 2016 homing spider droid, but I mean that's not unlike like things like that.
Oh, now I'm doing an entire walker. Let's go.
Did you ever get the 2015 like ATR?
The blue one? I think. Can I reduce the stream's bitrate while we're streaming? If not, I'll just give up. But
I think this set has a similar build. That one. The MK Mox. I'm gonna get all 20. Okay. Yeah. I'm watch ones. Do you think? Well, that's good. You.
I still wish Lego would. They never have figured out how to do like a full leg print. You looking for an extra guy to stream with? Could you add Matt to the call?
Could I?
Yeah.
I can try. Yeah.
Matt Bricktail.
Gonna make people dizzy.
Now it's gonna show your. I'll get rid of this really quick. Does he have a gun? Yes, he does. I can add him if you want. Oh, you're on your phone. I forgot.
Yeah.
Search for. Oh. Okay, cool. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome.
Will OBS automatically pick up my webcam?
I'm recording the screen that the call is in, so I have the call full screen.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
There we go.
I think
So I can kind of...
I'm going to have to manually switch between you and Drew.
That's fine.
I don't think I can show both at the same time.
Let me see if I can't make some room on this table. Okey-doke.
How's it going, Cam? I'll start Rick. The screen.
Hello there. I will be your moderator today. Thank you, Olav. I'm gonna get all the 20th anniversary sets, but I don't know if at the same. I don't know if at the same time, or if I don't get the same time, which ones do you think is the best? I don't know yet, because I haven't built them. This is not correct. What's going on?
So there is currently about like $1,000 of Lego sitting on this table, and about another $1,000 on the floor. But that is not what I paid for it.
Matt, you watched the stream a little bit before you joined?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that when Drew was talking, there wasn't an echo or something like that.
There wasn't an echo. Drew was cutting in and out a little bit.
Yeah, I reduced the stream bitrate a little bit. I think it was making the Discord connection like kind of garbage.
That's quite possible, actually.
Wait, so what are you building, Matt?
So I am building some train cars, specifically auto rack. So the stuff your brand new car comes to the dealership on, and yeah, these would have cost way too much, but Bricks and Minifigs is awesome, and you trade time for money going through the bulk.
How much time do you spend there? Like a month?
Well, so my university is like literally right next door to the store there, which is incredible. So I go there all the time. Like I'll just if I got like an hour break in between class, I'll stop over there and start filling a bag. And obviously Ryan, the owner there, he's a cool dude. He holds the bag open so that he just keeps it in the back so that I can just keep filling the same one.
Yeah,
In my experience, the guys that own these stores are phenomenal dudes. Like, not just Ryan.
Yeah, I've been... Let's see. How many have I been to? I think maybe 3. I'm not sure. But I've only really talked with Ryan.
You guys got a ton of those on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, well,
that's where the company.
I randomly, so I know that there's one in Anaheim, California, which is pretty close to where I live. I've never been there though. It recently opened like a couple months ago, and I've kind of been meaning to go, but just not a lot of motivation to go, because I don't really want to buy any Lego right now. But I was I was on like a road trip with my friend in Northern California. I forget what city we were even in, but somewhere near San Francisco, Sacramento area, in between San Francisco and Sacramento. And just like out of the corner of my eye, I saw, like in a strip mall next to the freeway, I saw Bricks and Minifigs, and I was like, what the heck? Let's go. Because I had no idea that there was even like another one in California at that point. So I went in there and just checked it out, but it was pretty much the same deal as the one that we went to in Illinois. But the owners are, there's probably like 5 people working there, and none of them talked to me, even though we were in there for like 10 minutes. And no one else was in the store, no other customers, so I was like, cool. But
to a degree that kind of makes sense, because that's kind of how AFOLs are just in general. You get some who are really cool and social and some who just aren't. But it is a retail job. Somebody should have talked to you.
Yeah, but they still had the same bulk thing there, so yeah. I think it's still a pretty okay deal at full price, but you know, if you're kind of friends with the people, maybe they can give you a minor discount or something. But yeah, the only other times that I've been able to go get bulk like that is at Bricks by the Bay. Like, there weren't really any other conventions that even did it when I wanted to buy bulk like that, whereas just like they give you a bag and then you know, fill it up with the parts you need. So that would be really cool to have something local like that when I was trying to buy Lego, but I'm really not trying to buy Lego right now, so it's not as useful. But
yeah, prior to the store opening up here in Crest Hill, Illinois, the only place I was really aware that you could dig through bulk like that was like when they brought the stuff to conventions, the vendors that did it, and then what was it, like Atlanta Brick Co. or something? They've got a store down south there, and they do something similar.
yeah, I should go. It'd be cool to like go do like a tour of the Anaheim one that's near me, but I mean they are all so similar. It'd probably be.
I need a good excuse to come out to California. Like, it's been a while since I've been out that way, and I'd like to come back.
Nothing. It feels like nothing ever happens out here. Like, there's so many people that live in California, but like it just feels like everything is always happening in like these areas where, I mean, a lot of people do live in Chicago, but it feels like everything's always happening over in these areas where not a lot of people live. In comparison, I'm like, why do you guys make me fly all the way to Chicago and Virginia and Toronto to do cool stuff? Because yeah, the last like the reason I don't put a lot of effort into going to Bricks LA, or I didn't really go to Bricks by the Bay last year. I just popped in because I happened to be up there at the same time that it was happening. It's just because like no one goes. There's like a couple people that I know that go, but not like, I don't really know them that well.
I'm surprised they don't have like a convention down in Florida or something like that, you know, where it could kind of become a destination thing for people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go to, you know, the convention for the weekend and then spend the remainder of the week just doing stuff down in Florida. I say Florida because, you know, Florida's nice and warm. So does California, but California already has con.
Yeah. Well, I forget. I think I was watching the Bricks and Bits podcast that Danny was on, and they mentioned how there's no conventions down in Florida. And I figured the reason was that Florida is like probably the most isolated state of them all. It's like surrounded by ocean on 3 sides, so it's not very convenient for most people to get to it. But that would be the only reason. Make it like
a destination thing, because that way it could justify a plane ticket. You know, you spend more than a week in Florida, really enjoy yourself, and then go home.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be sustainable after, like, you know, people wouldn't turn it into, like, they wouldn't do like a annual trip to Florida for the fun of it. So, you know, it would work. That would be like a gimmick that worked for the first year, but
that's true. Makes sense.
I don't know. It doesn't.
I would do that every year. But that being said, I live in Chicago, so that's one convention I don't have to fly to.
It took a long time. Yeah, it took a long time for Bricks LA to happen, and it was like a big deal the first time it happened, because there were no conventions in Southern California for a long period of time. I don't know all the specific details of it, but I do know that a convention happened in the early 2000s in Southern California, and whatever, like, I don't know, somehow like it turned into like a big disaster, and the organizers kind of burned their bridges with a lot of like companies in Southern California, and Legoland in Southern California, and whatever like Lego stores in Southern California. So it made it really, so like the convention didn't happen first. It didn't happen again the next year, even though it was really successful the first year apparently. And then in addition, it was really difficult to start up another convention because of all those, you know, because those bridges were burned between a Lego convention and whatever, you know, corporate entities are down here. So that kind of sucks. What am I doing? So it took, it took like about over a decade for it to happen, I'm pretty sure, somewhere around there. But I don't know, Bricks LA is still like just, it's not the same, and it's still kind of small. But I've only been as a public attendee, so I can't exactly say a public visitor, but that's been my experience.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear how Brick Fair North Carolina went. I had a feeling it was going to be small, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
It looked like a lot of fun, though, based on everyone that was there. I think that's
yeah,
the
that's
important
true.
part.
Like, I'm waiting for the vlog.
Yeah, Matt, we're waiting for your vlogs. If he's still in the chat, I have no idea.
Danny message. I haven't seen the viewer count go down.
Could someone add Danny to this group?
Yep.
Sorry, Danny, I didn't see your message until now. I don't know when he sent it.
Right.
Sent it
It's
like
been added
10 minutes ago. Hello, Danny.
There we go. Wow, what a time to be alive.
R&B Mox Productions is in the chat. Hello, welcome. Let's see, what were we just talking about before Danny joined?
You were talking about conventions and Brick Fair, North Carolina.
Oh, yes.
correct.
I don't have anything else to add. Danny, anything to
add? I don't think so.
I'm working on.
I totally didn't hear you, Drew. Do you want me to switch to your camera? I'll switch for a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So, Olaf, I'm working on the Mustang, and Matt's working on the train car that carries cars, maybe?
Yep, auto rack car.
That's a massive train car. Holy smokes!
It is. Oh, so you know, I already have one done, and it's in blue,
wow!
Actually. It's like over a foot long. Yeah, this is way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
I just
like from here to here alone is like 32 studs. So this has got to be like 50 something studs long. It's pretty wild. And neat thing about this, these ladders here, those are actually Q elements. Those were not produced in any set.
Really?
No idea where this German guy got them, but he had them, so I bought them.
Wow.
Wait, which
Same
part?
thing. These in red as well, and where's the green ones? Green too.
How much did those cost you?
Like $1.50 each.
Okay.
Wasn't too bad. I thought, hey, why not? Oh, that being said, though, the package took like a month to get here.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had to place a couple orders to finish this thing off. That was one of them. And, a couple others from the European Union, but they all got here within like a week, actually. It's pretty fast. The rest of this stuff is all bricks and minifigs parts.
Spencer's the ATRT, is that the first set you started with?
Yeah. A couple people in the chat suggested I do the ATRT, so that's what I went with.
Gotcha.
I also don't know if I have time to build the slave one today, but that's probably going to be the coolest one.
Yeah, it really looks like just like a slightly smaller version than the UCS one, which was just like really cool with all the angles and such.
Yeah, the construction looks quite similar. I should finish my UCS slave one so I can compare it.
We should do a group review of the sets where we're all just like gonna call like this and just talking.
We're like talking over each other, and then we disagree.
Exactly.
Disagree and then argue about which one is the best.
That would be if you've ever shoot. What's the YouTube channel? I want to say it's like Screen Junkies or something, and they have a segment called Movie Fights where they just debate if like a movie or if a character or whatever was good or not. We could do a similar thing.
Oh my goodness. That sounds horrible. People and their opinions about movies. Oh, I'll be right back.
I don't think any of us have like strong enough opinions about the sets to like. Oh no, I should switch back to Drew. None of us have like strong enough opinions about the sets to.
Well, we can make strong opinions about the sets.
We'll just size and just like fight to death for our point that we're.
If you ever saw when I reviewed the Rogue One sets, I did it for 1 year, so I'm gonna buy the entire wave. I'm gonna review them all, and I'm gonna be successful in it. It didn't work out that way, but I tried a new review format where I broke it down into 4 parts. The first part was just like an overview. Then I compared the accuracy, where I had like a side-by-side picture of like the actual vehicle in Star Wars, and then the set. And then another part was playability, and I think the 4th part was like price, like value or something. And
yeah,
like I've never seen anyone else do reviews quite like that, but it just took way too much time, and not a lot of people watched it. So
I like that format when you did.
How many views did they get?
Like 2,000. I'll go check. I haven't checked in a while. I think it's like 2,000 each.
I don't know. For that kind of time, it would have to get like a lot of views to really be worth it. I don't know.
Yeah, because the way I did it too is like right in the beginning, it like split into 4 screens and it showed each segment with the name, and it was whatever it's called, where you put like the little box over it where you could click on it and it takes you to right there in the video. So if you only cared about the accuracy of the set and you didn't want to watch anything else, you could just click on that.
Jang, you hear that?
at Jang. Better be taking notes, Jang.
I really want to watch Jang's new reviews, but I restrained so he didn't influence my opinion. But
yeah,
or I didn't accidentally say exactly what he says. But Jang's probably my favorite reviewer. Sorry, Danny.
Wow. Yeah, my reviews got 2 of them got 2,000 views and the other 2 got 3,000 views. So yeah.
Was that like a channel average at the time, or was that more than usual?
That was channel average at the time. Yeah. Oh, first order Lego. Luke is here in the chat. Hello, Luke. Wow, it seems that all 7 of our viewers are all Rebel members. Wow.
Mine says 5 viewers.
Oh, Blue Brick is here. Hello, Blue Brick. Blue Brick, are you by chance related to Blue Brick, the software used to create convention layouts for Lego? That would be cool if you were. It's my favorite software.
All right, I am back. That was a client that I was doing some CGI work for.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my side gig.
5 Lonely Clone says he's not a member. Did he have something earlier about being a member?
He's not a member of Rebel and he's watching.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Well, you're welcome to apply to become a member. Or just join the fan hangout and join in the fun and shenanigans that go on there from time to time. For those of you who don't know, we have the Rebel Discord server has a separate chat called the Fan Hangout that anybody can join. There's a link on our website. And if you want to apply, that's how you do it. You go in there and then you fill out an application. But you're welcome to stay in there if you don't want to apply at all. And people message and talk in there from time to time. We do have to do some more like more fun stuff, like build challenges and stuff with people in there.
In the fan hangout, yeah, turn it into like
Yeah.
fan hangout events. But there's so much stuff we want to do, but it's just like a matter of
Time and
Time.
someone to do it. Blue Brick said he is not related to the software. That is unfortunate, but okay. We still accept you as a
Oh,
viewer.
you talking about the layout designing software?
Yeah. I forgot where I first saw that. I want to say it was like it was either Jang or it was some like city builder who was like planning out their city with it. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I downloaded it. And that's what I've been using for Brickworld layouts for the past 2 years.
Have you really? That is what you've been using. Okay, cool. Because I use that to design my my diorama section for NILTC.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's really really helpful because it has all the table like dimensions and it has all the base plate, like it's perfect. And it has train tracks too.
Speaking of Brickworld layouts, we gotta do that.
Yeah, that's on the agenda. The registration closes in about a month from now for early registration. Then if you want to pay the late fee of $100, then I don't know when you have to. And then let me check when space. I think space requests are due at the end of. I want to say the end of May. No, that can't be right. It's got to be the end of April. If not the end of I hope it's not the end of March.
If it's the end of March, I'm gonna die.
We can do it. We're just.
Yeah, we gotta.
Whoa! Wait! Can someone?
You guys want to discuss the layout?
Can someone Google Brickworld real quick? I don't know if it's just my computer this comes up, but the first result, like when you Google it, on the right side of the screen, right next to like the Brickworld website, is like the little information thing, and the first picture in there.
Scarif.
Yeah! Boom! Rebel made it.
Who the heck is that? I think
That's sick.
I mean, I feel like I recognize the picture, but I feel like also wouldn't be that hard to. Cool.
Where is it on the website?
If you search.
So no, it's not on the Brickworld website. It's on, if you just Google Brickworld and then like go Brickworld Chicago, or no, just Brickworld. And on the right, there's like an information thing that comes up, and there's like pictures at the top of it, and there's a picture of Scarif there.
Ooh, oh yeah. What's that?
Speaking of Brickworld and layouts, so the other day I actually heard something about there being like a plan for like one giant train layout this year. That like all of the Lego train clubs got together and talked or something like that. And they developed a modular standard so that anybody can plug in pretty much anywhere, and they can do one big layout. That'll be interesting because I don't know how that would affect the floor plan.
Yeah, that's very interesting. April 30th is the last day to request space, so we got a month.
Yeah, fine.
We'll just leave it to the last minute, like every lug left, lug bulk to then.
Yeah.
Luke First Order Lego said that he'll leave Rebel Lug just so that we have more non-Rebel Lug viewers watching. Thank you. We appreciate the sacrifice. Blue Brick said that he is also a fan of the software, Blue Brick, and he said that he came up with the name before he had heard of the software, so he wasn't copying. There you have it. You heard it here first, folks. Breaking news.
This is a tedious process, to say the least.
Jambrick is here in the chat. Hello, Jambrick. Thanks for tuning in.
Make like God knows how many of these, like 24, just these stacks.
Spencer, I'm assuming when the stream started, you kind of went over what the whole dealio is of what you're building and why you're building it.
I guess.
Well, for those of you watching who were not here when the stream started, or Spencer didn't say it, I don't know, I didn't catch the beginning because I was in class. But Lego was nice enough to send us some Lego sets for free to review and make some other cool videos with. So stay tuned for those videos on the Rebel channel. Spencer, it looks like he's about done here with the ATRT.
Yes, just about. I think the legs are shorter on this one than the original one. I think.
Are they?
Huh.
They look. I mean, I have very like vague memories of it, but they look shorter to me than what I thought they were.
I thought they would have based this one off of the 501st ATRT, which was definitely taller looking.
I think this is like a weird hybrid of the two.
Yeah,
because
but
like
in the instructions they say like when they based it off of, and they put the 2005 one in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did. So
because like the top cockpit area or whatever you call it, where like, the guy sits, looks very very similar of like structure wise of the 501st one.
Yeah, and the design is like the exact same.
Where are you supposed to put the guy's gun? What the heck?
What the heck? Is it a stud shooter or is it a Lego blaster?
It's a blaster.
Good.
Good.
Good. Jambrick asked, from the sets you are building right now, which would you say is the worst from the best? Well, this is the first one that Spencer started, so...
So let's see, what are the other options? The boxes feel different. They feel like they have like... Or they did like gloss parts on like the set printing and then matte on the rest of it. So it has a really weird effect to it. Cool box. Although, I think someone in the Rebel Egg chat mentioned that the front of the boxes, the box art looks kind of busy. And I would probably agree with that. With like the big silver like lines that go around it. But
Yeah.
David posted on Insta that he got the sets from Lego as well. The race is on. Well, I don't know. Right now we're winning, so...
Come at us, David. At David Hall, Solid Brick Studios.
My least favorite one of the bunch... This is I don't know. This is probably like the lamest one because it doesn't exist in Star Wars, but I really like, you know, the 4 plain stormtroopers. That's cool.
You want to show us that nice big sticker on the bottom there? Hold it right up to the camera.
Hey, is anybody looking to buy new Lego Star Wars 2020 sets?
Free discount, 50% off.
I don't know. None of them really stand out as being terrible. So I don't want to say one's bad, but I'd probably pick like the Snowspeeder because it's just the one I don't care about the most.
Jambrick said that he feels as if the Skywalker is a bit too big in comparison to what it would actually be.
That's what I think because everybody makes those like little walkers, but from what I remember in Episode 3, someone could pull up a picture if they want. They were actually like really big, so I don't know. They're like
I want to say in the Clone Wars they were smaller because they fit into the ATTEs in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, they feel. I have the same like mindset or the same thought. Like the eps because there's a lot of ATRTs in the Clone Wars, and they feel really small. But in Episode 3, when he like walks up to the dead Wookiees, they're like I feel like they're enormous.
Yeah, because if you remember in the Turbo Tank set that Lego released, I want to say that was 2010, that Turbo Tank. Not the most recent one, the one before that. They included an ATRT in that, and that one was much smaller because it was just like in the show where it fit inside.
I think they released an ATRT in the most recent one, too. Most recent Turbo Tank.
Oh, they probably did. Yeah, I almost bought the most recent one. I feel like I was at Walmart or somewhere. I want to say it was during Brick World, and we found one. Or it was right after. Or I think it was when we were clearance shopping at Toys R Us, actually. It might have been. And we found one.
Yeah, I got it. Came out, and I regret it just because it's so compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
It would have been better off just like one of the ones that are online or something.
Yeah, there was an ATRT in there. That one is really bulky, though. It reminds me a lot more of that Battle Pack one that we got with the Geonosis Troopers Battle Pack.
Okay, which one should I build next? I'm not going to build the Slave one today because I don't have time. But of the other smaller ones, which one should I do?
I wish you could like put out a poll in the chat and people could be like, do this one.
All right, guys. Which that should Spencer build? What is going to be the next Revlog collaboration? It's going to be at Brick World.
If you want a sneak peek of the name and a little teaser, go to the Revlog website and go under gallery, and it'll be the one of the.
All right, never mind. I decided. I want to see the new Stormtroopers, so I'm building this one.
I had a feeling you were going to go with that one. My only gripe with that set is that it took the place of like a remake of the original Clone Trooper Battle Pack, the one that started it all. And I thought about, like, you can't really get more iconic than that.
Yeah, and this is totally not a battle... Well, I mean, the original one was a battle pack, but this is totally not a battle pack for the price. I don't know what the price is, but I remember seeing the price and I was like, this is
it's
so expensive.
It's
that,
$20.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
$20. I mean, you do get...
Yeah.
Ooh, the new helmets look, like, ridiculous.
It's really just for the anniversary fix. That's why they're so expensive.
The dual molded helmets look kind of crazy, actually. Because, like, they're all black on the inside. If that'll focus. People in the Discord call, you won't be able to see it for a couple seconds. But, you know, that's how they do the really, like, pure black eyes. Or the visor. It's actually really cool.
Over molded.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, maybe, like, the eyes are... I don't know if the eyes are big, but the like chin part, I think, droops down a little bit too much. Otherwise, they almost had a really, really perfect Stormtrooper. It'd be cool if they gave, like, this... Lego could totally make, like, different heads for all the Stormtroopers that are, like, different genders and different races, so that you could get, like, a variety of heads, and also it wasn't just, like, whatever.
That would require more effort.
Yeah, it would increase the cost of the set, because then they couldn't just mass produce a bunch of the same heads, but it'd still be cool. Oh, wait, did they put printing on the back of the Vader? Oh yeah, they did. On the back of the 20th anniversary, on the back of the 20th anniversary figures, it says 20 years Lego Star Wars.
I got one of those two,
minifigs go.
These pieces. Look at the camera. I think we're getting these in low bulk, right?
Hold on, let me switch to your camera.
Is it the one that, like, yeah. Wait, what? No, we're not. We're getting the inverse of that, I think.
Wait, no, go back. Is it an inverted plate on the bottom? Anti-studs?
Yeah, it's anti-studs.
That's what we're getting.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
What? Oh, I totally misunderstood. I hope I ordered some of those then. Shoot. I thought it was the other. I was so confused when I saw because I thought it was the other way. I was like, why do people want these?
I guess everybody was confused because Anders was confused also. I told him what piece he's like, those are stupid. And I was like, you know what piece that is, right? He's like, no.
No.
I didn't realize until like the very last second that we were getting those rigid tubes. I thought the pieces you added, Danny, were like 3L bars, and I was like, you loser.
No. I was so surprised that no one else wanted those. I was like, these are such good pieces and they're cheap.
Yeah, and then I realized what they were, and I was like, oh shoot, and I got a whole bunch of them. Oh no, this is supposed to be like, this one is like a battle pack kind of thing, so it comes with the hair dryer stud shooters. God.
Cheap. Oh, I ordered 50 of the piece. Okay, that'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah.
When you sort, because we're gonna end up actually with a lot of extra pieces. Like, I don't know how many of those we ordered, but we're probably going to end up with like a couple hundred, if not I don't know, probably not 1,000 extra, but a couple hundred extra.
Well, you see, here's the problem. They're doing it different this year, as opposed to previous years. Because before they would usually give you extra on every piece just to ensure there's no like differences, right? Which is what I'm assuming what you're basing your conclusion off of. But they said this year there can be up to a 5% disparity, negative disparity, meaning you get 5% less pieces that you ordered, and they won't replace them and they won't refund you. Up to 5%. If it's over 5%, then they'll deal with it.
I don't want to deal with that if we get less than we ordered, because then it's like a whole issue to like.
Well, that's what the LAN has been blowing up about ever since the rules were announced, but they're standing firm on that. So yeah, that's gonna really stink, because it's like the way it's listed. It sounds like pretty much every part is gonna be missing.
So we're always going to be under, because that's a big problem actually, because here's what happens is you go through the list of people that ordered pieces, like, I don't know, alphabetically or whatever order you go in, and you're going to count out pretty close or exactly like say 100 of whoever ordered this, 50 of this, and then you're going to get to the last person that ordered 75 and you're only going to have like 15 left. And it's like, what do you do? Like, I guess go take them out of everyone else's, and it's a big disaster to like figure that out.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's like, does Lego not realize who they're dealing with? Type of people are?
Oh my god, the AFOLs that count pieces are so like selfish, because they'll count like their own like lot, and they'll have ordered like 12, and then they're like, oops, I miscounted and added 200 to my bag, because they know that there's extra ones.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Let me pull up the rules and I'll see the exact way they list it. Yeah, because no one knows like how big of an issue this is actually going to be. And again, it could, like, I think technically it also could go the other way, meaning you can get up to 5% more parts. But previously, I think they would give you, it was like 10% or something like that on every piece.
Yeah, they would always give you more just in case.
Yeah, just in case, but they changed it.
Yeah, to do it any other way is just like not a Lego thing, because, you know, in any case, if you buy a set, you know, you're paying for what should be in the set. They're going to give you exactly what's in the set, and so they basically fill the poly bags inside the box by weight, and they always go over rather than under.
Yeah.
Does anybody know, with each of the promotional figures, you know, they give you this stand that has the 4x6 thing on it, but then they also give you a 2x4 plate, and it just tells you, like in the instructions it just says, yeah, just put it next to it, and I don't know what you do with it. Because
they connect together.
Oh.
You see on the back of the box it shows them all connected?
I see.
Dummy. Building Monday asks, what are you guys talking about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're talking about. We're talking about Lugbook, which is a program for recognized communities, which Rebelug is one of. You can go to the Lego Ambassador Network, and I think there's some sort of information available to the public there about something like it. Basically, you get to order pieces at a discount from Lego. That's okay. Here we go. Due to the large quantity and intent of the program, the elements are picked in bulk quantity. This may result in exact quantity deviations that are not entitled for compensation. Any deviation of 5% or less will not be replaced, compensated, or refunded.
Why don't we just say that we got like 20% less than we ordered?
We're missing 100% of the piece.
They should just hand that deal off to their, respective, customer service reps.
Well, see, the other tricky part is like Lego like contracts a service to like do this for them. So like this isn't all done like directly through the Lego group.
Well,
but, like it's in the Lego warehouse, but it's a
they
contracted
could basically
company.
hand it off, to bricks and pieces as a matter of that, because what those customer service people can do is they can write up a bricks and pieces order for replacement parts and send it out to you free of charge.
I just don't think they're equipped to handle the magnitude of this level. Like, because we're like probably one of the smallest groups. There were 240 groups that placed an order, and we are probably the smallest group. Most groups have about 40 to 60 people participating, just because most groups are larger than Rebel. So let's say you had 60 people on average. Each person had 5,000 pieces. That's 300,000 pieces per order, and there's 240 orders. So that's 72 million pieces that they have to pick.
Yeah. Okay.
This is sick. It comes with like Imperial logos. One of them has a dark blue background, and the other two have dark gray backgrounds. So you could like stick them on dark gray tiles or walls, and then it's a perfectly white logo.
Yeah. That being said, though, I will say that you made a video, the Scarif Trooper helmet replacement. And honestly, they have the nicest customer service people.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite stories is, I don't know if you ever saw Ryan's video on it, but basically Ryan went to a Lego store in a different state than he lived at. I think it was like Georgia or something. And he bought a few Pick-a-Brick cups. And anyway, he ended up leaving two of his Pick-a-Brick cups at the store when he left. Like, they forgot to put them all in the bag. But he had been talking about his YouTube channel while he was there. So when he got back home, realized he like left him. He's like, shoot. But then he gets a call from the Lego store because they looked up his YouTube channel, found his contact information, somehow found his phone number, and called him. And they talked, and they're going to ship him to him free of charge. So they shipped him his Pick-a-Brick cups free of charge, and they included one of the a poly bag in there, and it was the exclusive from the UCS B wing that like I forgot the name of the droid, but it's that like silver C3PO, the chrome one. It was just such a cool thing that they did that.
I need to go fill out my bags.
That is awesome. Truly, like
I need to go leave some Pick-a-Brick cups out.
I need to go purchase Pick-a-Brick cups and then forget about them.
Sir, you forgot this. No, I didn't.
Just mail them.
As you're walking out, they're like, sir, wait.
Just mail them to me later, free of charge.
TC-14, Building Monday Point. Now that's the name of the droid.
Oh, is that the red one? Or is that the silver, the chrome one?
It's like the chrome silver one.
Oh, I have a couple of those. They gave those out at
so sick.
They gave those to us at Star Wars Days a couple of years ago.
R.I.P. Star Wars Days.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I asked Jay I met at Star Wars Days like a long time ago. And I haven't met him since then. But he usually goes, and I haven't gone in a while. And I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, they canceled it or something." And I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, there were a bunch of news articles about it on like the Lego news websites and on the LAN. They were talking about it.
Was there any particular like reason?
No, and it's unclear if it's like canceled just for this year or forever. Like they didn't really say. And it wasn't Lego's decision; it was Lucasfilm's decision.
Wow. Kathleen Kennedy
That's exactly surprising.
Kathleen Kennedy back at it again.
Lego. You could tell.
Building Monday said, "Sir, wait, you forgot your Pab Cup." Starts walking faster and even starts running. Infernal Brick says, "This live stream is awesome. Thank you." Everyone who's watching, let us know if you guys want to see more Rebel streams and what do you want us to do. If you want to see building, if you want to see other stuff, let us know.
The only thing I don't know how to do, because okay, the way that we're doing this right now is I'm really fed up with like the quality that comes through Google Hangouts. So we're in like a Discord call right now, and then I have it like full screen, and I'm capturing that screen output. But I don't know how we would get like, I want to put like multiple webcams on the screen at once, and I don't know how we would do that. It wouldn't be a problem if we had like constant stream moderator or something that was switching between the different cameras. But like if I wanted Drew and Matt's video on the screen at the same time, I don't know how I'd do it.
Oh, see that's the beauty of having different scenes set up. I think you can do an OBS.
Well,
I know you can
but you can't do them at the same time, and scenes wouldn't help because you have to switch in Discord. Like I can't have two video outputs from two different people in a group full screen at the same time.
I think you can do it, but you have to set up what's called a virtual webcam for each person, and basically grab the input from each individual somehow.
I don't know how.
Type it into that,
and
then have this all happening live. It's really convoluted.
Yeah, I know that you could. I'm assuming that there's possibly a way, and I'm considering like asking one of my friends that would like be willing to put in the time to figure it out or would know how to do it, to like steal the video outputs from Discord and then basically make them virtual webcam inputs into my OBS. That would be the way to do it, because I know you can do that with the audio streams. So you can separate different audio streams from a Discord call and record them. So I'm assuming it's possible, but there's no existing plugin as far as I'm aware.
So right now you're just screen recording and then cropping around
like
Matt's
yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then when you switch to Drew, what do you do?
I just click on his video in Discord.
Oh, so it pops. So you can't do multiple screen recordings on the same screen, is what you're saying? Because if both of their videos are on the screen, you couldn't just do two screen records of that screen.
Look at the stream in like 10 seconds, and that'll show you what happens when I try and do that.
Okay. So I see it where it's like all four of us. Is that what you're talking about?
It's either that or full screen one of them. That's the only option.
Yeah. So I'm saying is if you could do two inputs and both of them being a screen record, and you have it zoomed out where you see the four squares, and you have one screen record cropped around Matt's screen and one screen record cropped around Drew's.
Maybe. I'm not sure if you can do multiple screen records per monitor.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I don't know. And also, they would be super low res. If you had a really high res monitor, you could do it, but it depends on the resolution of the monitor. And
yeah, that's true.
The monitor that I'm using, because I have the monitor that I'm using to record Drew right now is a 1600 by 900 monitor, so it's pretty low res. Maybe there's a way to like virtually trick your computer into thinking you have a higher resolution monitor, but I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be too much stuff to set up and too many problems that could go wrong in a stream once you get into that kind of territory.
Yeah, sounds hacky.
I'm surprised Discord doesn't have in like built-in features for this, because I know Discord's like kind of orientated for streaming.
Yeah, they have, like, if you open up OBS while you have Discord open, Discord will be like, hey, do you want us to censor like information about your Discord for
exactly
you? But it's more for like, I don't know, it'd be cool, but Discord's an evolving platform, so there's probably a feature request for it already, but they take so long to get around to their feature requests. I'm thinking that there's a way to do it with a plugin that someone could build. Just, I'm not the person to do that, and I don't exactly know who would be the person to do it.
How in the chat on the live stream do you like at someone where it like puts their whole name in highlight? I've never learned how to do that.
it only highlights it for you because it recognizes your name. Like your chat sees that your name's in the chat, so it'll highlight it. But I think you can like click on something and reply to them. I'm not sure. So right now, every time someone says...
because I feel like I've seen chats where people at other people that are not me, and it shows them highlighted.
Don't know. Because right now, see, you typed in the chat...
Was it a moderator or the stream host?
No. It was just someone in the chat. It was just another account in the chat.
But Danny, you typed in the chat pretty much just that Rebelug once, and it recognized our name, the channel name, Rebelug, and put a big highlight around it.
Oh, see, it doesn't show highlight on mine. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. Jambrick said, plot twist, Jar Jar Binks was the son of Palpatine, and Jar Jar transformed into Rey's parents, who transformed into Rey, who was a clone of Obi-Wan Kenobi, meaning Obi-Wan is Jar Jar Binks. I think that's the most likely plot for Episode 9.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that, because it'd be too predictable of a story, really. Oh, shoot. We have a problem.
Imperial Brick Production says, would you say that the Imperial Dropship is worth $20? I might go and see if they're in stock at my Target or Walmart. Spencer.
Wait, what?
Imperial Brick Productions asked if the Imperial Dropship is worth $20.
I'd probably go with a no on that. It depends on who you are, really. Because if you're going to be like, if you want this... Is the 20th anniversary Han Solo with the stand worth like $7 or $8, maybe $6? Is that worth like $6 to $8 for you? I don't think it is to me. Battle packs are pretty overpriced as they are, so I'd probably go with a no. But if it went on sale, maybe to get a handful of just plain stormtroopers that you might want for mocks or something. To be honest, I'm always going to side on the side that you should put your money towards parts rather than sets. Yeah. So I'm always going to have a pretty biased opinion on sets.
Unless the sets are cheap enough that it's a good value if you're just buying the set for the parts.
Indeed.
Because that's what I did with a lot of conventions. Like Brick Fair, Virginia, there's this vendor who always sold like sets without the minifigs for like dirt cheap, that it was a good value just buying the sets for the pieces, and that would just take them apart.
Wasn't that where you got those Krennic shuttles?
No. The Krennic shuttles I bought off of Barnes & Noble because they were like $45, brand new.
Dang.
And I was like, oh yeah. And then I just sold the figs. I made all the money back, and then now I just have all the pieces. First Order Lego, in response to Spencer saying that's just how he is, he'd recommend the pieces over sets. First Order Lego says, it depends on who you are. I identify as a giraffe. Thanks for the input. Always contributing to the conversation.
This is definitely a really valuable opinion that we should consider here.
We would like to start a simulated debate on this topic.
Luke is what you call an intellectual.
He is part of the intelligentsia.
This is actually cool because it has like this separate thing that detaches from the other ship and the stormtroopers sit on those things. I think that's cool. If I was a kid, I would think that's sick. And then you lift up. There's a thing to lift up on the dropship, and then it slides on here somehow. Ooh, and then you can close it, and then it stays on there. That is.
Make sure to do up close slow-mo on that in the review.
Yeah.
Do it like the Ganache bricks video. Where it's like that popping feature of the quad jumper.
Oh my god, Ganesh Bricks is undoubtedly my favorite YouTube channel. Almost
best
in
Lego
all honesty.
YouTuber, Ganesh Bricks.
Like, of my top, 10, he's definitely there in all honesty. But as a joke, he's my favorite. Oh my god. I feel like I'm missing a piece. Oh, I totally am. I found it.
Building Monday said in the Netherlands, battle packs are €18, which is $20, and they never go on sale. That is sad. That means they're in high demand.
Yeah, I bought... What battle pack did I recently buy that was on a good sale? What battle pack was like... It was like $8 or maybe cheaper recently? I forget which
Where
one.
at?
I don't know.
There's been all
Is
the
that
battle
Target?
packs have been going...
Is that Target?
Target had the ones from the Solo movie where it's like those two heavy troopers or whatever they're calling them.
Oh yeah, that was the one I got. I think I bought one or two of those. I don't remember.
I bought 10 of them.
I bought one or two. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got 10, but
Hey, it's not as bad as when I used to buy 25 of each battle pack when they went on sale for $10.
Legendary. I wish they sent the sets that have the targets on them. I wanted those ones. I just really wanted the targets, but the sets seem like stupid.
Yeah. I bet they'll be on Lug Bulk next year.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna be able to convince people to get those.
Hey, we almost bought the Tron disc.
You got one guaranteed pick, right?
2. Unless no one
Are
else.
they even guaranteed? Because some people didn't get their guaranteed pick because we were like...
Hey, it was only one person, and it was only one of his picks. Okay. That was not guaranteed.
Well,
And it wasn't Elijah, surprisingly.
Yeah, if I were to guess who wouldn't get their pick, it would definitely be Elijah.
I thought he said he just gave his picks to Wyatt because, like, yeah, you know what? I'll never be able to decide, so I'm just gonna throw the dice. And Wyatt, you get to decide what I pick because I'll kick myself for whatever I get because that's how I am.
I think he gave Wyatt his votes for the 34 parts that we voted on, and then I think he was planning on giving him his 2 picks for the main part, but then at the last minute he decided to do it because he came up with, and he had some good ones. I'm trying to think of what they were. I remember I bought a bunch of pieces from them too. They were a good pick. Oh, I think it was like a 1x2 jumper. No, that can. Let me pull it up.
Only people with 1,000 IQ can truly love Ganesh Bricks. Can we add Ganesh to Rebelug? Not Jan, just Ganesh.
Honorary membership. It's like when colleges grant honorary doctorates to people. Oh, you know what he added? He added 2 tiles. So Elijah added the 1x2 dark brown tile and the 1x2 light bluish gray tile, and I bought 500 of the light bluish gray tile.
Oh, I thought those were Anders picks.
I don't know. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Anders had the dark brown. Elijah had the light bluish gray. Oh, and Elijah's other pick was the 2x4 green plate.
Wait, 2x4 green plate?
Yeah.
That's on Pab. What the heck?
Oh yeah, that was dumb. I was like, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't dumb. It was dumb for me because I have a lot of green plates, but maybe not dumb for everyone else.
I mean, that being said, like, it's still going to be a better deal than what you'd get on Pabs. Like, an absolute motherload of them, then I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah. Whatevs. I'm going to head out. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, it's so lame.
Good talking to you, Danny.
Yeah,
Adios, amigo.
hopefully there's another building stream soon I can join in on. And everyone in the chat, get ready for some more Rebel Egg videos. This is the beginning of...
The end.
Yeah, of the end.
And then there were 3.
Oh, these are like the European boxes. They don't have the piece counts on the front. Nice.
I've made some progress on these train cars if you want to switch back to my webcam.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Exclusive. Oh wait. Exclusive European box without piece count. Rare. Oh, this one comes with the snowspeeder comes with a Lando, and I think is Lando only in Cloud City, like this. I have no idea, but
That particular Lando, I don't think so. I think there was something special about each of the figures that were in City that made them what they were. Like if you built the Boba Fett, he had special printing.
They say you can't sell the box.
You can't sell the boxes. Darn it. Sending us the European boxes is also a totally foolproof way for us to not be able to go return them.
Right now, what I'm putting on here are these things. Basically, the second deck that the cars sit on in here. And interesting thing, these side panels here are just grates that, you know, would go on top of the real thing. Apparently, those are a thing because while trains were rolling by, people would throw rocks at the cars on board, and then they would arrive at the dealership with shattered windows and whatnot. So that's why these look the way they do.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Little train history for you.
How's the Mustang build coming, Drew?
It's going pretty good. It's about halfway done now.
Does it
Nothing
seem
super like the price.
Oh wait, this one is different, I think. Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's kind Does it seem easy to motorize?
No.
Because that's what Kevin's doing, Brick Ninja.
I feel bad that I didn't buy that set on day one because, you know, everybody by now knows Mustang is kind of my thing.
It's actually like
my car.
if you wanted to motorize it, because like there's not even so like modified the entire back of it, like just basically removed it. I don't see any easy way to do that, but it'd be a challenge for Kevin to try to pull off, I guess.
Read chat, please. Let me go up. We don't have any Lego stores closer to us than a 4-hour drive. That sucks.
Yeah, I think that might be the one good thing about living in really everywhere because it's a metropolis.
Living where? It cut out.
In Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Big city like that.
Yeah, you guys have like 4 up there.
Yeah, because you definitely pay out the bum for taxes.
Yeah, we probably. I don't know how many Lego stores are in Southern California, but I know there's a lot. There's
gotta be at least 3 in like LA, right?
Let's see. There's let me think of the ones I at least know of. Ontario Mills, Downtown Disney, Glendale, which are all like within. Ontario Mills is really close to me. The other two are probably about 45 minutes. And then you have like Legoland.
That's in San Diego.
I think there's one. I know there's another one somewhere. I should look up a map. I'm gonna guess there's about like 5 in Southern California. Oh, I think it's no, that is Glendale, maybe. Yeah. The Lando Cape is dual colored, so it's like blue on the back and then yellow on the inside. That's sick.
That sounds like the one from Cloud City, actually, because the cape itself is worth just like $15 or something like that.
Yeah, that's based on the old Cloud City one. That's the only one. That's the only set he came in.
Any tips for transporting mocks? I'm bringing an 18 gray base plate Mimban mock to Brickworld Chicago and need ideas to get it there without a lot of damage. Well, I have one question for you, Imperial Brick Productions. Have you already built it? Because my first suggestion for transporting mocks would be to build it with the intention of transporting it.
Yes, build modularly.
So, otherwise, you'll end up like a whole number of people. The first one person that comes to mind that really didn't do a good job transporting their mock is Lee. Not Lee, but oh my god, his mock literally arrived like in individual pieces. His Naboo mock to Brickworld, and it was unpractical and a whole disaster to try and rebuild. So you don't want to be in that position.
Don't airmail your mocks. You know, because he sent it airmail because it was last minute that he decided to get out, and it'll do better on a truck, to say the least. It'll take longer, but you know that's why you got to plan ahead. Send it a week before the con.
That and well, just I don't know. Don't build it delicately. Oh, bye, Drew. Oh, welcome back, Drew. We need Lego stores in Amsterdam. Perhaps. My closest Lego store is CA, 12 hours drive one way. That's brutal.
I wish they would like open a Lego store in like El Paso, Texas or something like that, because there's like a Lego factory right on the other side of the border there, and it would be awesome to get like that special pad that that Noah gets from the Legoland Germany store thingy. They get all the new parts there. He'll actually be bringing some of those parts to Brickworld Chicago to sell, I believe.
I'm halfway through building it, and it is modular. Well, if it's modular, I can come up with a whole bunch of suggestions on how you could transport it there in like tech, but it kind of depends how you're traveling. I transported a big mock once that was modular, so what I did was I built like a crate sort of thing. It was basically like 4 shelves of plywood that just had beams going up turning the shelves into like a giant rectangular prism, so then you could just slide the mock onto the shelves, so they kind of just sat in there and were protected. But if you're not traveling by car, that doesn't really make any sense. So you got to really be able to strip it down if you're gonna travel by plane. make everything modular, you know, like have it split up into giant squares and stuff like that, but also, you know, be able to take things off of the mock that are, you know, are strong by themselves, but are also modular pieces of the mock. I don't know. I can't imagine not bringing an 18 gray base plate mock, but not driving. Matt, I'm expecting a dropship to pick me up at O'Hare.
It'll be a bit faster than the dropship, I hope. But as far as packing stuff goes, advice that I would give is, so there's two schools of thought when it comes to packing things. You either pack it in like the perfect size container or box, such that it's so snug that it doesn't move, or you pack it with enough packaging material to cushion it if it does have a tendency to move. I actually tend to prefer the former as opposed to the latter.
Yeah, I like the first one also.
Yeah, that's what works for me. So in that case, what you want to do is you want to keep an eye out for cardboard boxes, you know, wherever you might find them. I know, like, when I shop at Costco, they have, you know, cardboard boxes that they give you just to recycle to be able to, you know, take your stuff in, as opposed to grocery bags. You know, those are really great. Actually, I get those a lot. I use the soda flats to hold like rows of solo cups to do my sorting.
Yeah, the first year I went to Brickworld Chicago, I brought my TIE Fighter Hangar. And I decided at the very last second that I was going to bring it, because I wasn't going to bring it, and I had just finished it, and then everybody that was going, all the Rebel people were like, you have to bring it. And I was like, okay, fine. So I, like, DIY constructed a box that would fit around it. And then that box was also, like, just barely under the size limit to, like, go as a checked bag. I didn't end up bringing the box back with me because it was like kind of too difficult to use this DIY constructed box on the way back. So Danny, who had just moved at the time, gave me one of these giant plastic moving bins that I realized right before I was flying that those bins were designed to go on planes, because if you add up all the dimensions, they add up to the exact like number that is the limit for the plane. So I would recommend trying to find one of those, because they're probably really cheap if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot. But if you go to the wrong place to buy boxes, they'll be really expensive.
Yep, fabricating boxes isn't a terrible idea. You know, if you got spare cardboard and a lot of duct tape, you can do some pretty wondrous things. Alright, these are looking pretty good. They've actually got kind of a feature here. The top comes off, so you could fit like some of the older style, like 4-stud wide Lego cars in here. But I'll just be using them for show. But I figured that was a cool feature to add to the design in case I ever wanted to sell instructions.
I bought a Lego house and it arrived in 2 pieces, and it's not supposed to do that. Cry. So you bought like a mock, or I don't understand. So it was like when you got it, it was pre-built. We're taking a truck, so we might do that. Yeah, so he's not flying with his mock. Just good to hear. Where are you displaying? Are you with a lug at Brickworld Chicago, or what's? Do you know your display situation yet? I'm just wondering where I can find it once I'm there. So Matt, your train collab, what is it? I don't know the full story behind that, but that's going to be at Brickworld?
Yes, it should.
Is it?
So right
of it?
now it's me, John Klapeek, and Lee, Brick Builder Studios, working on that. And I'm pretty sure Chris Productions is out for Brickworld Chicago right now. He may change his mind later next month for various reasons. But if he were to be there, then yeah, he'd be too. And he will be at Brick Fair, Virginia, and the collab will also be traveling there. So get to see that. We still have to figure out how exactly we want to deal with the track situation or the layout, because I know someone had floated the idea of track going all the way around our layout, but I don't know. I don't think that's feasible, A, because I don't have as much track as I thought I did, and B, because people might just not like that. It kind of messes with the flow.
Yeah, I think it was my idea, but I kind of changed my mind thinking about like the collab. It'd be kind of weird if like a train went by behind it.
Yeah. I actually have these, let's see, where are they? So these are the R56s. I have these custom injection molded Lego train track pieces. They're from a company called Brick Tracks. He's actually located pretty much right here in Chicago. He's based out of Aurora. But yeah, so he makes these, and they're in wider radiuses than normal Lego train track comes in. And that's why I can build something that's this long, because it'll actually make it around the wider curves. This is so basically the radius, which is the R, is basically determined by the number of studs to the center of a circle of track, I believe. And so regular Lego curves are R40s. These are R56. They go all the way up to R120. So I thought it might be neat. I do have the 120s. We could do kind of a big wide curve around maybe one of the corners of the layout that's unused, perhaps. So wouldn't be opposed to that.
Could do like half of the table, like you know how they'll have like a imagine. So our layout's probably going to be a big rectangle, where you could have it go around half of the layout and have it bridge across the middle at one part, but that kind of cuts off a lot of the inside of the layout where we hang out.
Right.
Unless we can go under the bridge every time, and inevitably someone's going to run into it. So.
Yeah, bridges are tough too, because no matter how sturdy you build them, locomotives usually have their fuel tank on the bottom. And oh man, I tried to run some trains I had at Brickworld last year on the NILTC layout, but the bridge we were using for that show was really old and saggy, and so the fuel tank kept getting hung up on the bend in the track, and that was not happening. But yeah, the collab should be fun, because my whole idea with it is to, show the LEGO community that yes, Rebel Lug is a Star Wars focused lug, but we can build anything we want,
Mm-hmm.
We have the skills, we have the technology.
Yeah, our layout's gonna be sick this year. We have the main Rebel Lug collab, which is classified, and then we have the the space collab between me, Daniel, Simon Liu, and others.
That sounds sweet.
That's gonna be sick. I'm not gonna disclose what Simon's building yet, because he seems pretty secretive about what he builds. But it's gonna be really cool. With how it works with Daniel and I's ships, which Daniel hasn't posted yet, but I think he might have taken pictures already. I don't know. Luke asks, "What are trains?"
What are trains? Come on, you guys, you're European, you know, you actually have... America's rail network is all freight-based. So half of Americans don't even know what trains are. Although I will say, Chicago has a really nice commuter train service called Metro. It goes a lot farther than the DC Metro. There's heard a couple guys raving about how nice that was for public transit in DC, for Virginia. Piece of sticker on it.
Republic Attack says, "Build, build, build." Indeed. It's kind of a race because other people got the sets like right at the same time. But I'm gonna be busy tonight, and I'm working all day tomorrow, so I don't think the reviews won't, you know, if I worked on the reviews immediately, they wouldn't come out until like Friday.
So let's see, how long have we been streaming? You guys started like 20 minutes before I got home.
I can look.
And because like I've just about finished 2 of these here. I actually have like 16 more to build.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour and 47 minutes. I've been doing some streams on my channel lately, and I don't know, I used to hate streaming, honestly. Like, I would very rarely do it, and whenever I would usually leave after like 20 minutes. But I don't know, I kind of came to enjoy it. So I did some streams recently on my channel that were like they were like 3.5 hours.
Nice when you have a chat that's asking good questions and stuff and just making it interesting.
Yeah, the last half of the most recent one I did got really boring, so I considered deleting it, but the first half wasn't that boring. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get to some viewer levels like what Jay and Matt can bring in, so there's like a constant flow of people in the chat, you know, to keep conversation going, or get some more people to stream with me, so that, you know, there's some potential for
My only regret about Matt's streams is like they're so much fun, but then it always seems to devolve into some kind of debate on the prequels versus the sequels for Star Wars.
Yeah, I just don't care that much. I don't have that strong of opinions in the Star Wars movies. They aren't trying to be amazing. They aren't trying to be amazing movies. They're just trying to be cool stories. So it's not worth arguing over which movie is, like, you know, the best cinematic experience.
Oh my goodness!
It's not trying to be like The Godfather.
Tell that to everybody in the brick filming community. They all love to rant on Twitter about that stuff. I cannot understand.
Meanwhile, in Europe, we don't have a single new set because they arrive on April 1st. Rip. Yeah, this is probably the last one that I'm going to make today. I don't think I'm going to make the pod racer today. So we'll probably finish the stream in about 20-30 minutes. I'm not sure.
Works for me because I gotta get something to eat.
Yeah, same. I don't think I've eaten today. Nice.
How do people do that? Like, I have, like, a hefty breakfast every morning. Like, I can't do without it. I wish I didn't have to. But energy-wise, I crash if I don't get that. Which is why people, like, you know, at Brick Fair, Virginia, like, they're like, dude, why are you showing up at, like, 11 every day? It's because, well, A, I gotta get sleep somewhere. I guess the morning's when I'm gonna get it. And then I gotta find breakfast, because the hotel that I didn't stay at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I just don't know how to cook enough stuff, so I just don't bother eating a lot. Cause
I can't, you know, cook at all. Like, I'm the guy who burns the house down because he forgot about the toast in the toaster. But yeah, for me it's just like scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, continental breakfast essentially. But I gotta have something.
Yeah, I'll usually have not breakfast things for breakfast. Like just leftovers, I guess, from dinner the night before. If I have breakfast. Cool. I actually have more free time tomorrow than I thought.
I don't know if that can be seen.
Wait, what?
Oh, another country heard
But
from.
I can't rub it out, so I don't know what's up with it.
Hold on, let me switch to you. What about it? You show it again really quick? Oh. Oh wait, what's wrong with it? I can't tell. There's like a scratch in it. Did Drew mute his mic? I can't hear him.
Well, I figured out why I was missing those extra 1x3 plates. Because it was in the wrong spot. Dang it.
Oh. NPM Brick Studios is in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Oh, because the... Oh, wait.
You might want to fix the webcam
thing, yes.
view.
Because this is a... Oh, just kidding. Never mind. Which one does this come with? Oh, Landon. I thought this snowspeeder came with 2 Luke Skywalkers. One that's like modern, and then one that's the anniversary one. But the Luke Skywalker comes in a different set. The anniversary one.
The not so fun part about the assembly line build process for these. If you screw up somewhere, chances are you've screwed up all of them.
Yeah. This is like there's a sticker with. Oh, that's cool. It like depicts the window outside of the snowspeeder with the tow cable on it, and then there's like snowy mountains behind it. It's kind of interesting.
Neat. So these ultimately go on here, just like. Let's see if I can get it in the shot. So just like this, and then
Oh, that's
we
cool.
have doors, and they actually use the ladder piece to clip onto for the hinge.
Yeah, that's creative. Are those your design, or are they like a consistent design with the lug or something?
So they're not quite my original design. I've seen some different ones done like this, so I suppose it's kind of inspired by. Yeah, you know, there's only so many ways you can kind of build something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen, you know, it's weird. Like, I've seen at least one other guy who has almost the exact same design as this, and I had never seen it before until, like, months after I had designed this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Guy know who I am? I think he's in, like, Okilug or something.
Is that Oklahoma?
No. I think it's actually Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana lug, maybe? Not sure. I know some guys who actually just split off from that lug to kind of do their own thing. Don't know what happened there, but
What were their reasons?
you know, I'm not quite sure, to be completely honest with you. They may have just wanted to be more local because, again, it was like a tri-state area lug, and they're starting off with just two people, Andy Mullen and Nick O'Donnell, I think, from Cincy Lug is the name of their group now. So, Cincinnati, Ohio area.
Yeah, they've tried to do some stuff like that in my area also. Because there's the lug of Los Angeles, and then there's the Orange County lug. And a lot of people overlap into both. But for the people that live in my area, which is the Inland Empire, it's pretty difficult to go to either of them. Like, the meetings are usually like an hour or more away. So there's like, you know, a group of people that tried to start in an Empire lug, but I don't know, just kind of it's been around for longer than Rebel lug. It's just kind of sucked. So I've been to like a couple of their events for the meetings, but not that many. But I don't know. The Los Angeles lug is big, which is cool, but also kind of corrupt in a couple ways.
Yeah. You could probably say that about Shylug too, to some extent. I don't know, I've heard stories. But, you know, not to dump on them or anything. You know, a lot of great guys in Shylug. We've actually had a couple of their people apply for NILTC, which is neat because, see, that's the thing. Like, NILTC, we're a train club, but you can literally build whatever you want. You don't have to build trains. Like, if you know, we do have actually some standalone displays now, depending upon the show that we're doing. But in any case, if you can put like a set of double Lego train track in front of your display and connect up and everything, you can put whatever the heck you want behind that. Like, I know friend of mine, my buddy Mike, he's doing a World War II display, and he's going to try to join the club. That's pretty much one done.
And you're building how many?
Oh, jeez. I think I have like a total of 18 of these. Because by themselves, they were pretty cheap to build, all things considered. Like, you know, I just looked at it, you know, in terms of what I could find at minifigs. And I'm like, shoot, you know, why not go big on this, you know? Because usually when you see these out there in real life, it's what you'd call a unit train, which is basically all cars are the same type. So, you know, just auto racks or containers or grain hoppers or something like that. And so I thought, okay, why not make a whole bunch and have something that looks kind of realistic.
Is this for NILTC or just kind of your own stuff, or?
For both, I would say, because, you know, like right now, I don't have the room at home for a big city like I used to, but that'll almost certainly be in the cards someday, as soon as I become a homeowner.
Did you move out into like an apartment, or?
No, not at the moment. No, apartment wouldn't do it for something like that anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need like a basement for this kind of thing, as you kind of see in the case of like Jang or some of the other guys who do city stuff. But in any case, when I do, I'll probably do kind of a series highlighting that. You know, I've got a whole bunch of train car builds. Those will all be at Brick World. So some of those I have to think are pretty ingenious, because what building trains will do is that, you know, you have either a 6 wide, 8 wide, or in some cases 7 wide stud frame to kind of build on, and you have to figure out how to fit all the details you want in that space, and it can be really tricky, but it forces you to get creative with snot, and learned a lot of great techniques that way. And that's another reason I kind of suggested, you know, to the guys, hey, you know, want to do a train collab, because it opens the door to something like that, you know, learning a bit more.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that would, well, you know, it's just it'd be kind of fun or interesting to just shake it up and do something different all the time, because a lot of us, or a lot of them, are doing very similar stuff from build to build.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I really like Kingdoms at War, because it was a foray into you know, a non-Star Wars theme for a lot of people. Like, I know we do have some really great medieval and fantasy builders, like, oh my god, Olaf. That stuff is incredible, what he produces. Tip my hat to that guy.
Low-key, Olaf has not been that great of a builder for a long time, though. There's like a picture on Olaf's Flickr that's like a 2018 year in review, and the mocks at the beginning of the year were kind of garbage, but the ones by the end of the year were crazy. All of them. And I was like, wow, good work.
His latest build's fantastic too.
Yeah. I think my favorite one is the one with a lot of the green slopes on the terrain's made of a lot of curved green slopes, and there's like a little tower.
Was that I think that was Bree.
No.
Bree
was a collab between him and
in Northern Lego Asmund.
Yeah, it's not that one.
What's the one you're talking about then? to look that up. So I think in any case, that one used a whole bunch of those slopes as well.
Yeah, there weren't. I haven't seen a lot of close-up pictures of Bree. They didn't take that many pictures there. But the one that I am
It's got some
was
really
just
nice photos on his Flickr.
yeah, like a couple. And they're all like underexposed, but I don't think he had figured that out yet, or it wasn't a good convention to take pictures at.
Yeah, convention lighting can be tough.
The lighting at Brickworld's good though.
It is. It's a really nice convention space. Kind of crazy to think about it though. Like Brickworld, when it was hosted at the Westin Hotel in Wheeling, Illinois, we had carpet, which is pretty crazy to think to see at like a North American convention center these days. I would have to say it certainly puts some of the other venues to shame. Brickworld, Virginia in particular, it's just like, this is a former Lowe's home.
I think the Bricks by the Bay Convention Center has carpet, but it's more like a ballroom than what you.
Yeah, that's what Chicago's their original room was like. There's actually 2 rooms, and I think that's partially why we ended up ditching it, was because some people were always relegated to the second room, and nobody wanted to draw that straw because, you know, the public would kind of half forget about you.
Yeah, Bricks by the Bay had multiple rooms too, but they put vendors in one room and displayers in the other, and there was a pretty even distribution of people that would go to both. They did a good job of directing people through the first one and then directing them to the second one. So it wasn't really a problem, but depending on the convention space, that might not actually be easy.
Here's the question. Does that convention center have a nearby because I heard that that Brick Fair, North Carolina, they did not for once.
Have a Chick-fil-A?
What's that?
A Chick-fil-A, you said?
Yeah, no Chick-fil-A there, because that's kind of like a Lego convention staple as far as I'm concerned. Everybody goes to Chick-fil-A.
I don't care about Chick-fil-A that much.
Oh, that's right, I remember. I think when we went, you picked up something else.
Well, no, it's good, but in my opinion, it's not, like, good enough for how expensive it is. And I also try to buy cheap food anyway. But
I can understand that. Although again, it's just a weird thing. Everybody seems to go for conventions.
Yeah.
At least in my experience.
A lot of people also like really. I know a lot of people that are really, I don't know, really into Chick-fil-A. I guess like my boss. It's like his whole thing, and I'm like, nobody does this about other restaurants. I'm assuming it's because of maybe it would be like. Because it's one of the only like companies or restaurants that I think has like political leanings, so maybe that's a reason. But I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose they're closed on Sundays for Christian observance of Holy Day, but yeah. Well, these are pretty much done. I think I am gonna bounce, go get something to eat. But it has been a pleasure streaming with you both. Drew, if you're still there.
No, Drew's not here anymore, so I'm just going to be by myself for the remaining, 15 minutes.
All right, cool. Managed to run almost the whole time. Cool. All right, well, to the chat, I say Godspeed. Take it easy.
All right, later, Matt.
See ya.
I guess I should turn this off. Okay. Ooh, you get one of the pilots with the or his helmet. The anniversary Luke that you get in this has blue markings on the helmet, which I'm sure some people might have, but I don't think I have one of those. So that's cool to get. Did I feel like I didn't add this piece on this other one. Is it not on the other side? Hold on. There might be a difference between these two assemblies. Let me go back. Oh yeah, they appear to be different. Yep. Okay, I didn't do it wrong. One of them has a cheese grater on it, the other one doesn't. It's kind of weird. That cheese grater right there. What am I doing now? 2x2 orange plate. That's added. Everything appears to be good. Okay. 2x3. I guess I should probably like try and formulate some opinions about these sets at some point. I gotta do it soon enough. I feel like a review isn't necessarily just supposed to be like, this is what it is. Or maybe it is. Maybe a review without any opinion wouldn't be that awful. I'm not sure. I quite like Jang's reviews because he's able to put, I don't know, Jang knows a lot of stuff. So he's often able to provide like a lot of context to something, or he can like specifically name different features on it that are, like if you go watch his Ford Mustang review, you know, he'll know a bunch of different things about it that I wouldn't know. But that's just because he had like that previous knowledge, and he does that for like all his sets. That's definitely something to like that I would be worried about going up against, I guess. Not that I'm like going up against Jang in terms of reviews, but those are the only reviews that I watch. That's what I'm comparing my reviews to. But I guess if I know anything, I know Star Wars, I suppose, so it shouldn't be terribly impossible. This has like little marking, like orange writing on it or something. It's pretty cool. Round. I have no idea, because there's these people, these YouTubers that make stop motion builds of their of sets. I have no idea how you like have the time or like the patience to do something like that. I don't know. It already takes so long to build Lego sets, to like build one piece at a time and take a picture every time, and then all throughout, like, you know, you have like the whole thing moving or something as you put pieces on it. That sounds so brutal to do. I'm assuming some people like doing it, but oh my god. Almost there. So only like a handful more pieces to add to this. I like the way, I'm pretty sure it should be next. Yeah, I like the way that this stud shooter mounts to the bottom. They have a bracket that comes from underneath and a bracket that goes over top. So it like wraps around it like that, and then you just stick it to the bottom. That's pretty sweet. then bracket on the back. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces in here that I wish I could kind of steal, and I probably will after the reviews are done, or at least when I need them. Like, I'm not going to tear these sets apart immediately, but I'll be taking pieces off of them over the course of the next couple years and stuff as I need parts. But there's a bunch of new pieces on here that I don't have, so that's pretty cool to get. Oh shoot, I have to like tie the string around the thing. This is gonna suck. Let's see. This thing, does it want me to tie it, or do I just kind of like put it in there? I think you might just kind of put it in there. Oh, this is brutal. Okay. Let me take one of these. It wants you to like actually crank it to tie the rope around it. Put this rod through. Is that gonna catch something? Oh, it is. Cool. Didn't know those pieces were like that. They had a Technic axle thing inside, and I've lost the rope. Oh. Oh shoot, I like pushed the whole rope through because with the stupid axle. I see, the axle like holds the rope in place. It's not really a problem. Oh my god. Just have to make sure that the rope like goes underneath or whatever. Is this actually what it wants me to do? Because it's totally like gonna rip the string or whatever. Could try and insert more slack into it. Okay, that should do the trick. No. Seems good enough. Okay. Take this off completely. I don't have any memory of ever putting one of these on. I feel like they were just pre-attached or something. Oh shoot, you have to like tie a knot around the thing at the end. I have no idea what you call it. It's like an anchor, but obviously not that. Or maybe it'd still be an anchor, but just not for a boat. need like tweezers or something to do this. Oh, this is the worst. One second. Let's see what I actually have. Might have something useful to do this. Here we go. This isn't exactly the right thing I want, but it'll probably do the trick for now. Okay. I am so close. Just give me the string. I don't think these won't grip it. Oh. Holy crap, finally. Okay. That was a huge waste of time. Hello there, Rebelug people. Yeah, pretty much everyone's left, or everyone except me has left the stream by now. So I'm going to bring it to a close right after I finish this speeder, which is going to be in approximately 40 seconds. Just need to add these in. And then build the Luke Skywalker figure. Anniversary figure. Wait, is this the anniversary figure? Am I missing something? Something is wrong here. How many figures does this set have? Oh wait, no, I already built the anniversary figure. It's the Lando, I think. Yeah. Okay. Confirm that was the Lando that came in this one. I don't even know. Yeah, okay. That is everything. So, I don't know. At some point, I'll come back and build the other two sets, including Slave 1, which will take a super long time, and the Pod Racer. So, thank you guys for the people that tuned in to watch us build the new sets. I'm excited to review them. Yeah, subscribe to the Rebelug channel because we're about to be posting a bunch of new content there that isn't really available on anyone else's channel. So, I'll see you guys later.